Hey guys, welcome to January Regents 2009. This is part 2 questions. I want to spend some time doing these questions because these are the more difficult ones, requires you to show work, plus is worth a lot of points. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Question 31. Okay, so Tess is decorating this window. She want to put light around it, so she want to find out how long should her length of the light be. So I'm looking for the distance around the window. Okay. Well, there's a few sides we know. One side is 12, so it'll be 12. And the other length for the side on the bottom here is 10. The other side is going to be 12 also, since your opposite sides are the same length. Okay. I guess the most difficult piece here is to figure out the length or distance from this side in blue here. Okay, this semicircle. Okay. In order to find this semi-circumference here of the circle, we need to apply the circumference formula. Okay, circumference formula is pi times d. Okay, what is d? D is the diameter. Diameter will be this dotted line that goes from one side of the circle to the other side, passing through the center. Okay, and what is the length of this diameter? Well, it's going to be 10 because it's opposite of the other side, which is 10. So this will be 10. Pi will be pi equals circumference. All right, what is pi? Pi approximately is going to be 3.14. So we're going to round it to 3.14 times 10 equals circumference. Therefore, circumference is 10 times that, so it's 31.4. Okay, so circumference is the distance around the circle. It's going to be 31.4 feet. Okay, but in this case, we're not looking for an entire circumference. If we're looking for the entire circumference, we're looking for a full circle. This example here, we only have half a circle or a semicircle. We're going to take the circumference and we're going to divide it by 2 because we only need half of that. Alright, so half of the circumference is equal to 31.4 divided by 2 comes out to be 15.7. Okay, so I'm going to take that 15.7, add it on to this number over here. 7, right? So the distance or length of light they need to cover an entire window to surround the entire window is going to be 49.7, right? Or even if you round it, it's going to be 50. Okay, so either one will work for my final. The regions might be a little bit more technical, so they'll just want maybe 49.7. Okay. All right. Next question. Well, actually, let me see. Well, the question says to the nearest foot. Okay, so nearest foot, then 50 will be the answer. See, I don't even read the directions. Okay. Next question, 32. We want to simplify this. Right, simplify means to reduce anything that you can. Okay, let's work this problem. There's a multiplication on the bottom here, so let's deal with that first. Okay. 4 times 9 is 36. K cubed times m squared. Well, we can't combine them two because they're different variables or have a different base. So I'm going to leave it as k to the third, m to the second. The top stays the same, 27, k to the fifth, m to the 8th. Alright, now we're going to divide. 27 divided by 36, we can actually reduce this. This becomes 3 over 4. Okay. Next, k to the fifth divided by k to the third. That's the same as, because they have the same base, we're going to subtract the exponents. So I'm going to subtract the exponents, k, right? 5 minus 3 is going to be 2. Okay. It stays on top because 5 is the bigger number. Therefore, the k is on top and not on the bottom. The higher exponent, that's where we're going to leave it. Okay. The next one is m to the 8 divided by m squared. I'm going to subtract 8 minure 2. So m to the 6. If you write this down, they will mark it correct. You can also write 3 over 4 k squared m6. That is correct also. It means the same thing. Or 0.75, which is the same as 3/4 k squared m6. These are all correct answers. Okay, this problem over here. Let's take a look. Okay, the table here shows number of hours a student work and how much money the student earned, and they want you to write an equation using D for dollars and H for hours worked to determine how much the student would get paid depending on the number of hours that he or she worked. Okay, well, let's find out how much the student gets paid per hour. We take any of these, we work with any of these, and you can get the amounts, right? So let's just pick the first one. If a student works 8 hours and get paid $50, how much does the student gets paid per hour? That's $50 divided by 8 will give you $6.25. Okay, so the student gets paid $6.25 per hour. Okay, you can do the same thing using even the last one over here. Okay, 187.50 divided by 30. That'll still give you 6.25. Okay? All of them going to be the same. So how do you write an equation showing that? Well, they get paid $6.25 per hour, right? Well, how many hours is the student going to work? They're going to work H hours. So 625 times the number of hours that student is going to work is going to give you the amount of money he or she earns. Okay? And that is your equation. 625 times H equals D. The question is, the second part is how much he or she will get paid if he or she works 40 hours. We'll just replace the H with a 40. 625 times 40 equals how much? Well, if we do the math, I think it comes out to be 250.